What's up YouTube, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be covering the Crota's End raid. So this is going to be an in-depth walkthrough, kind of like how I did with the Vault of Glass, so let's get started. So as soon as you spawn, this is actually not what you will see. You won't see that bridge formed. What you're going to have to do is just step on the plate that's down there and just wait for the bridge to form. But when I spawned, the other person that was in the lobby with me already started the lamps, which I'll get to in a second. So overall, in my opinion, this raid is too short for like a raid, I guess you could say. I mean, at first it seemed long because we were lower levels, but now as a 34, this raid is pretty easy, and some people can even solo it. So as soon as you jump down the hole, just look down and be like, wow. Just have like a feeling of excitement. So as soon as you see the respawn restricted area up here, hit A or X depending on what console you're playing on, and then just jump down, and you should survive like a sliver of health left. So now we'll get to the lamps. So here you guys can see the entire layout of the lamp part. So you can see the start area, the end part. So as soon as you step out of the circle, when you get to that start area, you'll see something called Weight of Darkness, and basically when that reaches a high number, like 8 I believe, you'll walk slow. So the way to prevent that is go to the lamps, and those will take away the Weight of Darkness. Once you get to the end, you have to basically defend it from enemies. If you play on hard mode, you'll see some ogres that are majors, so they'll have the yellow health bar. On normal, I forgot what types of enemies they are. I'm assuming it's just regular ogres. So now you guys are going to see me walk through the lamp part. I did get lost at one point, I remember, so I did speed it up. So once I get to the end, I'll talk to you guys around there. But before I do go, the weapons that I suggest running for this is a primary with Firefly and an Icebreaker. And I believe I do demonstrate why an Icebreaker is a very good weapon. So I'll talk to you guys when I get to the next part. Alright, so one thing I did forget to mention is how to actually activate the bridge to get to the other side. All you have to do is step on the plate, and it'll start up some music, and you'll just have to defend it. So once you see the thing say like the path forward is clear, then all Weight of Darkness will just disappear, and you can just sprint across. Don't even look back, because as you guys can see, there were a bunch of enemies trailing him. They came back for me, and we don't get into the next part. So I'll talk to you guys in just a sec. Alright, so here is the bridge, and back when this raid first came out, this was definitely the hardest part, because everyone thought that you had to get each person over individually by running them across the bridge with a sword. But shortly after the raid released, some people figured out that there's a way you could cheese it, or basically do like a little glitch to like make this part easier. And I'm not sure if Bungie ever plans on fixing this, because they haven't done it yet. So if they haven't done it yet, then they probably won't do it. So this is still a viable option, and I don't see them changing it. So what you're gonna want to do is, if you don't have a person that knows how to swing across, you're gonna want to have people stand on the right and left totems and the plate in the middle. So Whoever sees sword bearer, kill it ASAP, and preferably you're gonna want a hunter so he can go invisible. But any character would be fine too. So that person who's gonna go across is gonna grab the sword, and you guys will see where he sits. He's gonna have to go around that circular thing. I'm not really sure what to call it. Probably like a lamp or something, and then sit behind it. Once that happens, everyone on the original side where you started just wipe, and the person who has the sword stay where you are. You're gonna be there for a little bit. So as soon as you see the enemies despawn on the original side, a warlock is gonna want to self revive, and if you're on normal, revive everyone. If you're on hard mode, you're gonna want to get out a icebreaker or a really good sniper and a rocket launcher and take out the enemies on the other side. Once you're done with that, then the bridge will form, people will get their rewards, and you should be able to continue to the next step. Alright, so this part is the shortest part of the entire raid. What you're going to want to do is have everyone unload on the Shriekers and kill them as fast as possible. You don't need to kill all these thralls. And if you can, avoid causing exploder thrall explosions, because it makes things a bit more difficult. And the reason why you want to kill these Shriekers as fast as possible is so you can get a chest. And luckily, my two teammates here were able to do it. If you make it in the door before it closes, it'll reopen for everyone else who died or didn't make it in time, and then you can get a chest. I believe this only drops radiant materials. I'm not sure if this is the exotic chest of the raid. I'm not even sure if there even is one for Crota's End. But you guys can see what I got. Nothing really too special. I mean, then again, I actually kind of do need it because I actually got something really cool that I'll talk about in a second. Okay, so if you guys haven't noticed, I'm actually with a whole different fire team for this part because everything after the Shriekers got corrupted from the other runs, so I had to do it again. At this time it was on normal, so things were a bit easier. And the thing I got was a raid weapon. I'm not going to say what it is because I'm going to put out something in a future episode. So what you're going to want to do is have your fire team get divided up. 3 go on one side, 3 go on the other, or if, well, you can basically decide how you divide up. So you're going to want to go inside the room, lure the wizard out, and kill it. And then what you're going to want to do is, when you can, but you got to do it quick too. You don't want to rush in when you have low health. Go inside and destroy the Shrieker. Usually it takes 1 maxed out Galahorn shot to take it down. When that happens, run out so you don't get killed by the Shrieker, or damaged at least. Once both sides have their Shrieker destroyed, then you can go in and take down the Death Singer. So this side got completely wiped out, so I'd helped them out a little bit. Wait, did they? Actually, no, they got their Shrieker on time. My bad about that. So as soon as it's done, you have to kill that wizard with the blue eyes, Iryu, I believe her name is. Don't do what I do here. Blowing yourself up is not going to help out at all. So just open fire on Iryu until she is dead. You only have a certain time limit. On hard, I believe it's a shorter time limit than normal. So do it as fast as possible. Try to ignore the knights. Once Iryu is dead, you're going to want to just sprint out. Don't worry about the enemies. Once you get to cover, you can take them out. Back when this raid first came out, usually only one person would survive, barely, and he or she may have even had to self-revive to survive. So once you get out, kill the enemies, and then you'll get your rewards. Alright, so here we are at Crota, the final part of the raid. What you're going to want to do is have everyone on your fire team stand next to the crystal to start up the boss fight. Alright, now, presence of Crota means that health regeneration is stopped, and there are a couple ways you can regen your health. On hard mode it's a bit more difficult, but on normal there's a thing called Chalice of Light which will spawn in the center of the map. If someone can go grab that and bring it to your fire team, you can just pass it around and you guys can regenerate your health. But on hard mode, there is no chalice. So you're going to want a helmet that can help you regenerate through orbs, or you're going to want like a red dot or a Ceros where you can regenerate your health by getting kills. So over here, what you're going to want to do is kill the enemies on both sides. If you have your super, I'd suggest using it on the majors because you can generate a lot of orbs, which can help out people if they need any health. So you guys will see I just destroy these two knights with the Found Verdict. The Found Verdict is a really good shotgun, by the way. Definitely one of the best I've used. So once you guys kill all the enemies, what you're going to want to do is run out. It could be either right side or left side. Personally, I'd say go left side because Crota will move over to the right side as soon as you guys as soon as you guys finish the first wave, I guess you could say, first wave of hits. So if you're Sword Bearer, what you're going to want to do is go down to the bottom of the map, and if you were on normal, pick up the Chalice. If you're not, just head... Actually, I want to save the Sword Bearer videos, or the Sword Bearer tips for my next video, because I actually attempted Sword Bearing for the first time today, and I got something cool out of it, so you guys will see how to Sword Bear when that comes out. So if you're not Sword Bearing, you're going to want to jump over to where I am right now. And if you're a Titan, place a bubble right there, so that'll distract the boomers. And when the sword bearer says open fire on Crota, shoot, and he will do about 3 hits. If you want to get greedy, do a 4th regular swing like with the RB, but you can risk the whole fight, so I wouldn't. So just follow the sword bearer's lead. If he says fire, then fire. If not, then don't shoot, because that could cause Crota to kill the sword bearer, which would not be good. So once you're done with like 2 waves of hits, go back into the center room and wait for Crota to crotate. One of my friends actually came up with that term. That it was pretty funny. I don't know if he was like the original, but he said it, so it was kind of funny at that time. So as you guys can see, Crota is just waving at us. What you're gonna want to do is just sit here and wait until Crota crotates over to the middle, which will happen in a little bit. If you need to use a heavy synth, now would be a perfect time too, because no enemies will come into this room that you're in, so you're perfectly safe. Well, actually, some thralls might get in, but they're usually pretty easy to take down, and I think your teammates could cover you pretty easily there. So Crota should move back to middle any second now. Another thing I should talk about, if you don't finish off Crota after the 2nd sword, then you're gonna have to deal with ogres. So if you happen to be in that scenario, you're gonna want to go back down to the bottom mid area where you first entered this part of the raid, and just shoot at the ogres when they pop out, and try to shoot lasers at you. So now just repeat the same thing as you did earlier. Have everyone go to the middle window, and whoever sword bearer killed the knight. Of course, if you need to help out if you're on top. And just go over and repeat the same process. So, in my opinion, this raid, Bungie could have done a better job. That's all I'm going to say about it. So, that's pretty much the entire Crota raid. If you're on hard mode, he will enrage, which means he'll spawn an oversoul. So you gotta take him down like really fast. Luckily we were able to, and that's pretty much it. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like. I don't know what time I'll be uploading the sword bearer video, but it should come out soon if you guys are watching this right now. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next one.